Alright everyone, so we decided to record another video today, or at least try. Right now we have a neighbors playing extremely loud, obnoxious music. I hope you guys can't hear that, but if you can, apologies. Some things cannot be helped though. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't know, it's like a couple houses down, but there is someone who always has to play loud, obnoxious music at extremely loud volumes. Is that an item on them? Or
No,
is that just, that's just
it's
sunlight?
not, it's just
right?
light.
Or I guess it's light. Light bulb light, technically. Well, it's very bright light for a light bulb, I'll say. It shines down like that. It's usually not how light bulbs work. But sure. Alright, so this is the way we were headed. Apparently with the correct directions. So, last time we met Shirokuma, I almost forgot already. And we're not sure if we can trust him or not. And honestly, I don't know what to tell you guys either at this point.
Terrible things?
We definitely saw the children, or at least the Monokumas, and I guess the children were rooting them on. They were attacking it, so I don't know. What do you think about it?
I don't know, because it even does sound like something that Monokuma would do would be to like attack someone to make it seem like you could trust them. So
Yeah, it could all be a trick.
I don't know, but I want to believe that maybe we can, because they seem to think that there's kind of two. Oh, look,
Aha.
two factions of children. So if maybe like Shirokuma and maybe Kurokuma are like leading the good children secretly.
Yeah, but then again, it could always be a case of there's two factions and neither of them are on our side.
That's true.
Because, I mean, we know at least one side is killing everyone. The other side might be manipulating the people and killing everyone, but if that's the case, then that still doesn't make them good. And I guess there could be another side where they actually are trying to help us. But even if they're trying to help us, are they doing it for good intentions, or are they trying to use us for some other ends?
Another game corner
Oh,
here.
alright, well,
I
we can
already
see
saw
them
a ton of them.
right in there. I guess they can't see us unless we step out. There's no, free... Oh, there's a free item right there. Can we get a battery, please? That'd be nice. Usually we get batteries when we don't need them, but now we can't. One time we use one.
I think these Monokumas have poor eyesight. That's why they can't attack you until you're right there.
Looks like we have to time it just right.
Isn't this the same as the other one? Other than I think we have to be a little bit sneaky about this because they might see us.
I guess. Oh,
Yeah, we have to
that's
time
why.
it. But other than that, it looks pretty simple. Alright. So, we'll wait for them to turn around, then we'll sneak over to the side.
And then do we have to wait until they've turned around again so they're not blocking
Oh, yes, the explosion.
like that? I
Do
don't
they
know.
block the explosion with the shield, is the question. Oh, that might have been too much on the side.
Oh! What happens when you fail? That's never happened before.
What happens when we fail is that we cheat and restart, because that's kind of annoying that the physics, well, I mean, it's not really the physics, it is based on like where you have it lined up, but it's very specific. I want to try to get it correct if I can. And yes, I know whatever, it's cheating or however you may feel about it, save scumming, I guess, at the worst, technically. But, yeah, we've been doing a pretty good job of these so far, and it's not like it's a puzzle I don't understand, it's just, I have to be a little bit careful with how we aim, I suppose, the way we have ourselves lined up. The music is really annoying me, because I could hear it. You guys probably can't hear it in the game, because even if, it is audible in the mic, yeah, the game's music, so I doubt you guys are hearing that, it just bothers me. I get easily bothered by stuff like that.
He does.
Well, it's very loud. And they do this very frequently.
And also, it's like, it's 5 o'clock. It is a Saturday, but it's 5 o'clock. Like, that seems so early to be playing such loud music.
They're just obnoxious people. To be honest, I think it's usually the same people, because it's always the same kind of music. I don't even know what you class that music. It's just like heavy boom, boom, boom. I don't know, but it's annoying. Especially because they're at least a few houses down, and like, I could hear. And it's summertime, but we have air conditioning, so all the windows are closed, and we can still hear very clearly. So it's just
It's that arcade.
just an obnoxious thing to do. Do I need to actually trigger this again? Or can I just Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Looks like we have to time it just right.
Okay.
You didn't get the item.
Yeah, I could get it later. I want to make sure we do this correctly. Oh, get to knock back. Come on, turn around, please. Oh, come on. Stuck on the damn door. I have to wait now. So... we're pretty much lined up behind him. But we're holding the gun with the right hand? No, we're kind of holding it with both hands, but it's kind of towards our right. So, do I have to... let's see. Like, would this be accurate? Are we gonna... I'm so uncertain.
Do it.
We'll have to wait now, because I...
Why? They're faced away.
But they'll turn around, because it takes a while for them to blow up. So I want to have it timed out exactly... or as accurate as it could get it. No, see, he keeps going...
That
That's the same as
one
before.
pesky guy.
Can I just restart it from here? I don't know if I... I thought there was a restart button at some point, but maybe not.
Because I don't know what happens now that we broke the game rule either.
Did we break the game rule?
Well,
What was the rule?
the rule is destroy them all in one
Oh,
explosion.
yeah, so that is a game rule.
So what happens?
Then yeah, I don't know. I didn't read the game rule, I just assumed that's the ideal situation. This is weird. This is what I get when I try to do an extra episode really quickly. We have issues like this. Well, I'm gonna see what happens if I go to like the far side and try to knock him back. You know, I'll come back around for the items. Just do it quickly. Do.
Why do the children do such terrible things?
Because they are terrible children, that is why. They were never raised properly, apparently.
It's that arcade machine again.
I don't know, you know, there probably is gonna be
Let's get a
some
move on.
explanation for why the children all became evil. What do you think it's gonna be? I mean, we know why those main children became evil, because they were all abused in some aspect.
Looks like we have to
But what about
time
these
it just
average,
right.
everyday children that we see everywhere that are going crazy and killing people?
I guess it's like easy to get roped into the idea that like because adults are trying to control you. I mean, in general, adults are trying to control their children. So I guess
See, if
it's
I knock him
easy.
this way, then yeah, he does go all the way to the left as expected.
Wow, he didn't even explode anyone. Oh wait, he did.
Well,
one.
no, I expected that, because that was me testing it out. I wanted to see exactly what would happen, if it is based on like where you're shooting them from. But I thought I was shooting from pretty much straight behind him, that he wouldn't go like all the way to the right like that. So, I guess it's very specific. Oh, there's the retry button. I don't know where the next checkpoint is anyway, though, so whatever. This is pretty much right beforehand. I guess I'll have to keep trying. It seems to be very specific then, I guess.
So annoying.
Yeah, it kind of is. Because, again, it's a puzzle where you absolutely know exactly what you're supposed to do. And that it is based on your positioning, but... I don't know.
Why do the children do such terrible
Maybe it's just me,
things?
but it looks to me like we're kind of lined up properly. And he goes a lot further to the right
It's
than
that
you think he
arcade
would.
machine again.
I know. Ugh. Do I have to do this? Or can I just go in? Because I keep... I think I have to do this, though. Yeah, I get
Looks
it.
like we have to time it
Oh,
just
the
right.
camera fucking... And now they're back over here. Oh, okay. They might not actually see me if I go out here, because they're very unobservant. But then again, they probably will. 'Cause from here, it looks like I'm shooting him a little too far to... like, on his right. Like, I have to shoot at this angle, but then... It looks like he's gonna go more to the left, right?
That's what it looks like.
But each time I compensate by moving to the left and then shooting, and then he would go to the right. Let's try this. Oh, I think it's good. Alright, we got him. Nice.
Right.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like all you had to do to take them out is have it lined up in what appeared to me to be the incorrect way, but it is lined up correctly. Because when you're shooting, it's like an over-your-shoulder cam, so it looks like you're shooting from the wrong angle, but it is the correct angle after all. If you try to compensate, then you shoot it wrong. So that is an interesting thing to note. All right, we got all our items.
But don't forget to go back for the items.
Now I do have to go back and get the rest. So I'm glad I did redo it because now I understand a little bit more about how the aiming works in this game. At least in my mind, that is a good lesson to have learned.
Maybe you'll get a battery this time.
I think it's always the same item. I feel like at least... So we do have to go all the way back now, because there was at least a sticker. Well, we don't have to go all the way back.
There's a sticker.
I think there's another item.
Yeah,
but I don't think
one
it was
more
anything
item.
I think it was something we were already full on, right?
I don't remember.
It was like dance or something useless. The priest. I don't know why he's the priest, but hey.
Because that's what they made
Stupid
him in
kids.
their party, in their like role-playing party.
Open it anyway, even though I think it's something we already have. Oh no, it's...
One
So
knockback.
it either is something different, or it was something different the whole time than I thought it was. Whatever. Alright. It is funny that it was basically the same puzzle the other time. The first time we did it correctly, and the second time the aim was slightly off, but hey. Water under the bridge now, I suppose.
Amazing. You two sure are strong.
Oh, thank
Not
you.
me. It's all thanks to this gun.
Well, either way, it's the great equalizer, as they say. So, oh yeah, hi, Monokuma. I can never switch over. Stupid mouse wheel. Oh, god damn it!
What? He's
He was-
dodging?
No, it wasn't even that he... Come on.
They never dodge.
Well, hold on, I'll explain in a second, but I have to, because I'm getting frustrated now. What happened was that these guys duck, and the Monokumas actually have to go around them. So it wasn't that he was dodging, it's that he was walking around these guys, but I was trying to shoot him, and it looked like he was dodging because he was trying to get to the side of them. Alright, yeah, that was kind of frustrating. That is funny, though, that your characters are taken into consideration by the game's enemy AI. Well, what way are supposed to go is always the question. Okay, so what is over here?
Sparklies.
Yeah, so it's probably just gonna be books and stuff for the next while. Oh, little Monokuma computer. That's cute.
Why don't you have one of those?
Maybe I'll have to make one next time.
I want
Anyway.
to choose suicide. This entire land is no good anymore. No matter where I hide, the Monokumas will find me sooner or later. I made it into the underground, but it's not like this place is going to be safe forever. I remember the bodies, all of them stacked up like debris. I remember them at random times out of nowhere. I see their faces. Will I join them soon? If I'm going to be killed like that, I think I would rather just commit suicide. Just end it. But I'm too scared to choose suicide. I'm scared of dying and then meeting my friends in the afterlife, the ones who wanted to live so badly. I feel like suicide would be betraying them. There's no way I can do that. Okay.
Of course.
You talked big, but you ended up killed by Monokumas just like the others.
Okay. What was that comment, Toko?
She's talking to the dead body who chose suicide, I guess, or wanted to choose suicide, but instead got killed by Monokumas.
Yeah, but like, what's the point in scolding the body?
Did you know this guy or something? Is this you?
I don't, they did say it was like a guy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. No, I have no idea who he is, but it has a female voice. So I don't know if you should be voicing it or whatever. But an adult killed by children, he didn't do anything wrong. I never get used to seeing it. It's the worst tragedy our society has ever seen.
You're a sentimental one.
If only I had more power. If I was stronger, I could have prevented this.
It's not your fault, Shirokuma. Come on, cheer up.
Thank you. Sure.
Strange that this guy is already so close with her.
What? Weird. Yep. So,
No!
oh,
You got
thank
what
you,
you
game.
wanted.
I appreciate that. See, I will thank the game kindly now that it gave me what I wanted.
Another Bioshock reference. Thank you kindly.
No, it's would you kindly?
Oh, would you
would you
kindly.
kindly just step over here, please? Would you kindly just murder this man for me? Maybe that's all it took for the children to go on this rampage.
We've solved the case.
I guess that's just light again? Alright. Oh, here we go.
Come on.
clearly it's...
Oh, my god!
What the hell? It looks like a Silent Hill enemy. Get ready to switch... The hell?
Monokuma scary.
Yeah,
Ever look in the mirror?
Alright, but he does not look like that.
clearly not. Well, it's kind of, easy.
Phew, that was a close one.
Not really. You can combo them so easily. That's a weird, freaky enemy, though. That does look like something that came out of Silent Hill.
What's that sound?
I have no idea. Is that the sound it makes when it walks?
Why don't we take a break here?
Its feet are so small.
Of course, I don't have to take any breaks, but I was being considerate of you ladies.
Really? Is there gonna be someone inside this outfit?
Thanks for the thought.
It's like Kate Sith.
Maybe. Well, Kate said there wasn't anyone inside the outfit, there's someone controlling it.
That's true. But
That'd been weird if there's someone inside
Really are
this.
strong. I'm glad you aren't my enemies.
Also, way to spoil Final Fantasy VII. How dare you?
That has
oh yeah,
yet
the
to
new
be
one's
seen.
coming out soon.
It's not like I trust you.
Not really.
People are gonna have to wait like 2 or 3 years before they finally get to the part with Kate Sith,
I
probably.
know.
But I'm really not your enemy. What do I need to do to have you guys trust me?
You were suspicious from the start. Awfully convenient to just run into us down here. Were you perhaps waiting for us?
Uh-oh, no answer.
It's true that I did coincidentally see you guys go down here, so I came down to wait.
Alright, now I don't like the sound of that at all.
You see? I knew it! You were waiting for us from the start!
But it was just so I could save you. I swear.
How
I
kind.
was watching you for a bit, and you seemed like you were in trouble, so I wanted to save you.
Well, what do you think about this?
I don't trust Shirokuma.
No?
No,
Why not?
What?
because it's a Kuma.
Save? We're the ones who saved you, remember?
Oh, I'm so ashamed. Why did you want to save us? No reason in particular. I just want to save people. That's all. There's no way I should be the only one keeping his fur white during hard times like this. Toko, this one is definitely...
Even if it is telling the truth, it's still really weird.
I mean, it is true that I guess the Future Foundation... I don't really know all the details behind the story, but at least Makoto, like, working with the Future Foundation, they made that Monomi creature.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it was virtual, they made some form of a Monokuma-like creature that was good. So, I mean, could there have been another version of it?
And
It's
we
a
know that they have
possibility.
like AI capabilities.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean,
We've seen several of them
just
throughout the
because
games.
But then
it's
wouldn't
an
Toko
AI,
know about
why does
it?
that make it act different than the other Monokumas?
Wasn't the explanation that she wasn't immediately invited to the group, that she has to prove herself? She's like an initiate or something?
Oh.
I think there was something about that in the beginning. Like, I feel like they just accepted Byakuya because of his status, and I guess maybe Makoto too because of him being the Hope. But I think she got kind of left out due to her reputation and the fact that she was a serial killer beforehand.
You can ask, but even I'm not sure myself. The only thing I can say is that I have an AI with a personality, a special thought process. I don't know who put this AI in me, or for what purpose. You don't even know that? But it's the same with humans, right? They don't know where they came from and why, right? Knowing that made me feel like I never want to be lost. I have a heart, and I'll follow it. That's amazing. You think so?
Don't be so impressed by some talking bear. Get a hold of yourself.
I can't help it. It's not like I'm special or anything. I'm just a normal girl.
I'm getting really tired of hearing that.
Now then, now that that's cleared up, it's about time we move along.
It's not cleared up at all.
See? If we go through there, we can get into the sewer.
Huh? We're going into the sewer?
Yeah, the secret base is hidden there. Oh, but the other Monokumas don't know about it, so shh.
I've got my eye on you, bear.
Alright, so it looks like we have a sewer we're going into now, I guess. Is this the sewers? Looks like we're descending to something, and usually you descend to sewers.
The last Danganronpa sewer level was not good.
I wasn't talking about me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Say something so cruel.
Oh, a shop. Okay, cool. You know, I might end things here, even though this probably isn't a very long episode, especially since I've edited out all the fails with the, or at least some of the fails with the stupid test. Because it seems like the music's only gotten louder, and I don't know whether or not it shows up in the commentary. I could probably manage around it, but I don't want to make a super long episode just in case it is audible and annoying. I guess it'll be the test. So if I'm able to hear it, then I know to not do it again when they're like this, and if you guys can't hear it, then I know I don't have to worry about it in the future. But let's look at the bling. Oh wait, there's nothing new? Because we already have this, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, wait. It says that if it's a flower, it's new.
Oh no, it is new then. Okay. The names sound familiar, but I think it's because they're all basically the same kind of name. It's all some kind of strongly, hatefully, harshly, gracefully, correctly. Oh, this is expensive stuff. Oh, no, wait, no, it's not. Oh, I see. I thought it was saying it was costing $2,840. But that's how much it's going to be after we buy it. That's how much we're going to have, it says.
Are you just going to buy it all again?
I mean, you may as well. We have been saving up our money. So,
Whee!
we'll get to suggest things first. And, yeah, why not? May as well. The other upgrades are for Toko, correct?
Yes.
Which we don't really use a whole lot. It's just kind of when we get into we get stuck, we'll use Toko quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it feels like too much of a, I don't know. I don't want to say it's too much of a, like, cheat, because it's not cheating, but it's, I guess, a crutch, maybe? I don't know. It sounds a little judgmental for people that like using Toko, but it does seem a little bit too easy. Anyway. Yeah, it's not even the most expensive stuff for some of this. We might do this later on. But for now, I'm still not going to bother too much with the Toko stuff. So yeah, I guess that's good. We have some more bullets. Should I sort them out now? Well, while I'm going through this stuff, why don't you give your opinion on what you think of everything so far? So I've given mine a few times.
Of what? Shirokuma?
Shirokuma or anything else about the game. Whatever you feel like.
I'm still very confused about all of this, and it feels very different in tone than, like, the beginning. Doesn't it? Or is that just me?
What do you mean specifically? Like, let's talk specifics here.
I don't know. Like, this whole, like, after we, I guess, met the dude, like, I don't know, it just, like, feels a little bit different.
The dude?
You
mean...
What was his name? The Hina brother.
Oh, Hina's brother. Okay.
Yeah. Like, before that, I felt like it felt different than it does now. But I don't really know why. Like, something in the tone.
So you can't quite put your
right, I can't.
A finger on it.
I can't.
I don't know if it knows. Like, I guess
it seems like we have less of a goal now. Like, we're just kind of wandering. Well, like, now Shirokuma is taking us somewhere. But before that, we were just, like, wandering. And I'm like, what is this meandering path?
Well, I mean, I kind of see what you're saying. Beforehand, we had this concrete goal of, okay, we have to get out of here, we have to escape through the bridge.
Right.
But then...
And then that was gone.
Even then, I knew, like, obviously we're not going to escape on the bridge.
Well,
There's going to be a setback.
We knew it, but at least we had, like, some sort of goal that we were working towards. And then they seemed to, like, lose all hope.
Okay, yeah, let me separate this down a little bit. So, that, we had the goal in the beginning where we had to cross the bridge. We had to do all that stuff to get out. And we thought, or at least, not we, but Komaru and Tokula was going to be straightforward. Oh, we just get across the bridge, we're out of here, and we're home free. We know just from basic story, we're going to have to fight these kids at some point and deal with them. Because it's not going to be that simple. We can't just escape and, you know, that's going to be the end of the game. That'd be silly.
Yeah.
So, we knew the bridge was going to be a dead end. Then, there's going to be some other catalyst for why we had to face off the kids. That was the bracelets, that we're going to learn that the bracelets keep us here.
Yes.
So, we're going to have to do something else first. And that is, we're going to have to take out these kids one by one. Until we figure out how to get rid of this bracelet and go home free. So I was expecting that to happen. In that regard, I don't really see a big shift in the tone. What I don't like about the game, and I expressed this last time, and maybe this is what some people took issue with, is that it seems we go through similar paces with the characters where Komaru has all this hope, like, oh yeah, we're getting out of here, everything's good, and then she gets depressed, and then she gets excited again, and then she gets depressed. That's kind of annoying because we keep seeing the same thing repeatedly.
Yes, it is annoying.
But it kind of made sense, at least after the fact, because after the kid died, and I'll explain this again real quick for anyone that I can't even start this because I'm trying to get my thoughts together. When we saw the kid die, what we saw, and what I'm talking about is Hina's brother.
Right.
I forgot his name too.
Yuta.
Yuta. Okay, that's a weird name. After we saw him die, we get a cutscene, and we see him swimming. We see him going through the water, and we see the characters excited. And by the characters, I mean Toko and Komaru, and they're all excited. Like, yeah, he's getting away. And then we see a close-up of Yuta, and he's swimming, and his bracelet starts glowing, and it starts flashing, and he blows up and explodes. And then we see the characters horrified. So when I saw that, I assumed that the characters had realized that it was his bracelet that blew him up. But realistically, they wouldn't be able to see that far. And they didn't actually know at the time. So it kind of makes sense that they didn't understand why Yuta blew up. And so they're thinking, oh, maybe it was just like Monokumas that somehow caused it. Like maybe they shot a missile at him or something. Or, I have no idea. They're just like an underwater mine. So they didn't know that necessarily the bracelet was what traps them at the island. And after the fact, when they're in the subway, then they had a scene where, I forget exactly how it transpired, but they learned that the bracelet was keeping them there, and that if they tried to leave, they would meet the same fate as Yuta. So then that's why she despaired again for the second time. I kind of get that now. Because it wasn't exactly clear, because I didn't like the fact that they take you out of the perspective of the character and they show you that the bracelet explodes when your character doesn't know that. Because then you have a conflict with your character where you know something the character doesn't, and it's kind of a little bit messy story-wise. But I can see that why that's happened the second time that she had that secondary breakdown, because, yeah, then she realizes, oh, I really am trapped here, and I don't have any conceivable way of getting out, at least right now. Because right now, if you're Komaru, putting yourself in her shoes, yeah, how exactly do you get out of this situation?
There's no way out.
You have this bracelet on, you can't just run away. Your only hope is, I guess, confronting these kids and the Monokumas and trying to see if that saves you somehow. So, with that, I kind of understand where she's coming from. In regards to the tone,
I feel like it became a lot more like character driven than like plot driven now, because like in the beginning they, like I said, they were like, oh, we're going to the bridge, that's what we're doing, and now they're kind of like don't really know what they're doing, so they're like taking turns like pepping the other one up, like, oh, it's dark down there, don't worry, we'll get through it, it'll be fine.
Well, that I've already said, I don't really care for the fact that every 5 steps, at least especially in the beginning of that first episode, that you would take a couple of steps and then there's another conversation, oh, it's dark, oh, I'm scared of the dark, oh, blah, blah, blah.
And like, switching back and forth, like then Toko is like prepping her up. And now we have a new bear, so maybe they'll...
I like the fact that there's another character now between them.
Yes, I do
because
too.
We've already had a chapter of their interactions together, and that's basically all we've had. Except for that one scene with Yuta.
I know, so sad. I hope Shirokuma lasts longer than him.
Well, he already has so far.
Well, I
there
guess
was
that's true.
Really just one scene with Yuta, and then he swims and blows up.
Poor Yuta. I want to trust Shirokuma, but I don't yet. He seems like too good to be true, kind of.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And then I'm wondering if, like, Shiro and... I'm assuming the black one is going to be Kurokuma, but like if they're on the same side or if they're on opposite side because they're like opposite colors, you know. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, if there's a whatever that other one is called, Kurokuma, will he be the evil to the good, or are they both actually, you know,
on the same side?
They're both you know, different faces of the same coin, or however the phrase goes. You know. So are they actually one in the same in some regard?
Well, I guess maybe they're gonna be opposites because like they made a point in this chapter of saying like, oh, some of the kids are actually trying to help us, like they're different. So I guess they're trying to like put it in your head like, oh wait, there's kind of 2 different factions going on. I guess.
Well, then even with that, you don't know if that's true or not.
No.
Because it could be that there's 2 factions of kids and neither of them are on your side.
It definitely
which I feel is
could
just
be
as
that.
likely. Because from what I saw of the characters, the kids interacting, I think you have these one tier of kids, the ones that were in the wheelchair basically, who are going along with this and they think it's just to establish a kid's paradise. And then you have Monica, who has ulterior motives to some degree, which are only being
Definitely.
hinted at right now. But there's definitely something that's going on, because you had that weird scene where she's like, oh, like, how dare you question me? Like, you must apologize. How dare you think that...
She's probably, like, able to walk just fine, too.
She's probably the one she's faking her disability, too. Yeah, who knows? But there's definitely something up with that. And the thing is, if that is true, so there's this different faction where she's manipulating the kids behind the scenes to do something else, then the kids are still bad because they're still getting everyone killed. But then she's even worse because she has some other motive in mind, which, if I'm gonna make a guess on it, because it's Danganronpa, it's gonna have something to do with Junko.
Probably.
She's gonna be like a disciple of Junko. She's gonna be Junko's other sister or cousin or something. Like ridiculous like that. It's gonna be
her
somehow linked up.
secret child.
Yeah.
Not really.
You know, Junko was like 17 or whatever.
I
She had
know.
a child, and
Who's like
it's already
12.
yeah. Well, I mean, didn't they already say that they're supposed to be I don't know, that they're supposed to be adults too? Not adults, but they're I don't know. I think they said something in the game about how they're all supposed to be like older than 16 or whatever. For like legal reasons or whatever.
Probably.
I don't remember exactly the details, but I mean, it's obviously something silly. I don't know. Now we're kind of just talking in circles here. But either way, yeah, I am not certain of the factions, but I kind of already know, and I'm already accepting the fact that they're probably going to bring Junko back in this somehow, and I'm not going to like that when that happens.
No.
Just because it's Danganronpa, and they always have to do that, even when it's so unfitting. So, whatever. It's going to happen. I can enjoy things until then, maybe. And like I said, there's a lot about this game I like, but we'll see more later. So, anyway, guys, that's the end of that one. Until next time,
So
So long
long.
and bear well.
Farewell.